Even though robbing a bank would be much faster, the robbers chose to target ordinary people's pensions. They arrived at a pension trust management company. With heavy firepower, they ordered everyone to raise their hands and move into the conference room one by one. However, there is always someone who wants to play the hero.
A 6 hour MPX-K. You fire that off in here, and everyone will hear it from the 5th floor to the 10th. You're not stupid enough to shoot that in here. I doubt you even bothered loading it.
We don't have to fire our guns to kill you with them.
The man's resistance gave the robbers the perfect chance to make an example of him. After that, no one dared to make any moves. Then everyone was ordered to squat in the conference room. Only the transaction team was allowed to stand up. But when two women tried to stand at the same time, the younger girl in front was pushed back down by her coworker.
Why'd you tell her to sit down?
It's her first day. She's an intern.
In the end, 4 employees stood up. The robbers picked 2 of them and ordered them to return to their desks. The leader then took out a USB drive. He told Frank to load the data into the trading system, but when Frank plugged in the USB, the numbers on the screen froze him instantly. The total transaction amount reached £40 billion. That was almost all the liquid funds the company had. But this money did not belong to the company. It belonged to countless ordinary people's pensions. You should know that in Money Heist, they occupied the mint for 13 days and only printed 24 billion euros. Facing such a huge amount, Frank instinctively wanted to refuse, but a cold gun was instantly pressed against his head. In extreme fear, Frank tremblingly submitted the transaction request. The next step required approval from authorized executives. The robbers seemed to know the process very well. They accurately selected 3 people with permission and forced them to sign. After the signatures, the transaction order was quickly sent to the custodian bank. Since the company account had no actual funds, all the money was transferred by the custodian bank, so the bank would definitely call to verify. The leader ordered Frank to answer and warned him not to play tricks or send signals. But at the moment the call connected, Frank's mental defense completely collapsed. He could not speak at all. Elsa had to take the phone instead.
Hello? Sorry, Zara?
All right, Warren. Luke has just nipped to the loo. You all right?
Yeah? You alright?
The other side clearly noticed something strange in her voice, but Elsa quickly adjusted and came up with an excuse. The bank questioned the huge transfer to an unfamiliar account, saying they had never handled this account before. Elsa explained that this was a new hedge fund investment project of the company. The other side continued to ask why the amount was so large. Elsa calmly replied, these funds had long-term cooperation and were recommended by a senior investment manager. They were very reliable. This explanation finally removed the bank's doubts. They said the transfer would be completed soon, but the funds usually take 15 to 30 minutes to arrive. The robbers had to wait until the money was confirmed, otherwise everything would fail. During this tense wait, a man in the conference room got a bad idea. He secretly pulled open the curtain and desperately made distress signals to the building across, but he was quickly discovered. A robber rushed over and dragged him out. They demanded to know if anyone across saw the signal, and warned that if the police appeared, he would be the first to be executed. But under extreme fear, the man still denied that anyone saw him. The robbers clearly did not believe him. This meant they might have to leave immediately, but if they left now, the bank could cancel the transfer at any time. All their efforts would be wasted. Just as the leader was weighing the decision, a subordinate suddenly discovered that several people in the opposite building were indeed watching, and even seemed to be making phone calls. 4 minutes had passed since the man made the signal. They had to leave immediately. Just when the leader could not decide, another subordinate ran over excitedly and reported that the money had arrived. This was incredible news. The robbers immediately collected their gear and escaped. When the police arrived, the robbers were already gone, and the robbery quickly made the headlines. A full £40 billion was stolen, meaning tens of thousands of people would lose their pensions. The police immediately questioned all employees. As the one who executed the transfer, Elsa was naturally interrogated as a key suspect. She gave the officers everything she knew, but none of it seemed very useful. Just as Elsa was about to leave, she accidentally heard a conversation outside the restroom.
Was it obvious? The word was an inside job. Inside job? Yeah, they knew everything about our operation. Our protocols, how our trade management system works, investment committee sign up, custody bank, all of it. And someone must have told them.
So you think it's one of us?
Makes sense, right? I mean, how else could they do it?
Well, if one of us was involved, that's horrible.
Yeah, but 4 billion though, split what, 8-9 wins? It's $500 million each. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, whoever turns up tomorrow in a Ferrari.
Or doesn't turn up at all.
Unexpectedly, a strange smile slowly appeared on Elsa's face.